The three biggest college basketball games this Sunday, March the 2nd, with analysis, free plays in all three games coming up right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV, and this is your Sunday Top 20 report. We got three ranked matchups this Sunday, March the 2nd. March is here. The madness has begun. Let's get to it. The first couple are on CBS National TV in the Big Ten. First game, 1:30 Eastern that we're going to talk about, Wisconsin at Michigan State. And this game is the best matchup of the day. Number 11, Wisconsin at number 8, Michigan State. And on the surface, two evenly matched teams here, but I do think there's a few edges for Michigan State that'll probably make the difference and get them a home win. First of all, Wisconsin takes a lot of shots from three. In fact, they take nearly half of their field goal attempts. 48% of their shots come from three-point range. That's top 20 in the country. And Michigan State enters this game with the fourth best three-point defense in the nation, holding teams to less than 29% shooting from beyond the arc. And as you know, teams normally don't shoot quite as well on the road, and three-point D is even better at home. So I do think Michigan State matches up well in this one against Wisconsin. Now, Michigan State does not hit the threes. They don't shoot the threes, and they don't hit the threes, but they do score well down low, and they have an edge against Wisconsin in that regard also. Take the better defensive team, especially with that strong three-point defense at home. Lay the short number with Michigan State at 1:30 Eastern on Sunday. All right, we'll stay in the Big Ten, and we'll stay on CBS. No need to switch that dial. Next game is also a top 20 matchup, and this is at 3:45 Eastern. Michigan, number 15, Michigan against unranked Illinois, who's trying to sneak their way back into the rankings. They had been the top 25 team for a while, but of course they came upon hard times over the past week or so with three straight losses to Michigan State, Wisconsin, and Duke. Just talked about how good Michigan State and Wisconsin were, and Duke. All three are top 11 ranked teams. Came back down to earth against Iowa, or actually came back down and crushed Iowa. They didn't come back down to earth. Their schedule came back down to earth. I gave you a free play video on that game back on Tuesday, and I mentioned I thought Illinois was worth a look off the three straight losses. My concern, though, is that they have struggled a bit without their big man freshman, 6'9", Morez Johnson Jr. remains out. They definitely don't have as much size down low for that reason. And while they did beat Iowa by 20, keep in mind the Hawkeyes have only covered once in their last 11 games. I mentioned in that free play video Tuesday what a falling knife Iowa was. So I'm not ready to say that Illinois has turned the corner, because prior to that win against Iowa, they had 6 bad defensive games. In fact, they had 6 of their 7 worst defensive showings of the season in the 6 prior games. Let that sink in. 6 of their 7 worst defensive games have come over the last month here in conference play. And I do think Michigan at home is worth a look. Lay the short number. I'm doing this video on Saturday afternoon because I want to get it up early for you. The opening lines have just started to come out. Looks like Michigan's going to be about a 3.5 point favorite, most likely. I would lay it with the Wolverines. Pace of play should be very fast in this game. Both teams rank upper quarter of the nation in tempo. In fact, Illinois is one of the 20 fastest teams, but without Johnson, they haven't been quite as good offensively or defensively. They also don't shoot the three-pointer well on the road, so that always makes it dicey with overs. What Illinois does well is they score in transition, and they like to push the pace, and I'm not sure that's going to work as well against a Michigan team as one of the top 25 two-point defenses in the nation. Illinois, meanwhile, the 9th best two-point defense in the nation. Michigan scores is the 6th best shooting team down low. So while the pace of play would scream over, be very careful with this total. I think the matchup actually could be a little bit lower scoring than people expect. So we'll stay away from the total in this one. We'll look at the side. I like Michigan, lay the short number with them at home. They're the better overall team. And Illinois, still a little suspect. We need to see them beat someone other than Iowa before we're going to jump on board. All right, those are your two biggest matchups, both on CBS and the Big Ten. But there's another game involving a ranked team right afterwards at 4 Eastern on ESPN National TV, and that's number 18 ranked Memphis at UAB. We'll go to the American Athletic Conference. We don't talk a lot about this conference because it's not a great conference, but these are two of the better teams. Memphis is 13-2 in the conference. UAB is 12-3, but one of those losses was a blowout against Memphis back on January 26th when they lost by 23 points on the road, and there was nothing misleading about it. Memphis led by double digits on average throughout that game, won by 23 points. So while on the surface this is a great revenge spot for UAB, a strong team at home, 19-9, 12-3 in the conference, not so fast, my friends. I just can't overlook the slaughter that was the first game earlier this season. So while the revenge spot maybe is good for UAB here, Memphis is a road favorite probably for a good reason. But what I do want to point out with Memphis is that they're a little bit of a fake top 20 team. They're 18th right now in the AP poll. They're not even top 50 in the net ranking. So once again, Memphis is not one of the 20 best teams in the country. I will look to probably fade them at sometime here in the near future. Just not sure it's this one because the matchup is really favorable for them, as we saw in that 23-point win. So instead of the side, let's look at the total in this game at 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Sunday. And I do like the over here. Both teams play up-tempo. Memphis, one of the 50 fastest teams in the country. UAB ranks top third as well. So I think both teams will be more than happy to run and gun. We saw 177 points in that earlier meeting back in January. The early total as of Saturday afternoon for this game is around 161.5. So I think this game definitely gets in the 160s range and even higher. The other thing I want to point out about that other game, not only did Memphis score 100 points, it was UAB's second worst defensive efficiency game of the season, but the tempo was extremely fast. So once again, both teams like to play up tempo, and the game last month was fast as expected. I don't think anything changes here, and the matchup also favors points here. Memphis, neither team takes many shots from three. Memphis is a good three-point shooting team, but they don't take many shots from three. Both teams take less than a third of their total shots from three-point range. They both score in transition. They both score from two. Both teams have mediocre two-point defenses. And also the turnover margin is interesting. This is something you want to see with turnovers. Can slow a game down and ugly it up, take away scoring possessions. Memphis has had turnover problems this year, but UAB is one of the worst pressure teams in the country. They just don't force turnovers. That's another reason it's not a good matchup for UAB, whereas Memphis does force turnovers, but UAB is a great ball handling team. So once again, I don't think turnovers will be an issue. That'll keep the pace going fast. Both offenses hold a substantial matchup edge in this game, especially Memphis, who put up 100 in the earlier meeting. Take a look at the over here. This game could end up, right now, looking Saturday, I think this is going to be the highest total on the board. And as you know, we always look to play the highest totals over, and I think this one makes some reason to do so in this one. Take a look at Memphis and UAB over. The early number I'm seeing is about 161.5. I think this will be in the high 160s. The game last month got to 177. Hey, quick hitter for you for Sunday. I'm trying to give you free play videos 7 days a week. I know there's a lot up on the weekdays, but I go deeper. I work for the weekend. I work 7 days a week for you, especially here now that March is here. The madness has begun. If you're finding it useful, thumbs up, like, and comment below because I do truly read the comments and I'll reply back. Who do you like this Sunday in college hoops? Hey, look, we got some conference tournaments starting already. The Atlantic Sun Conference first round going on Sunday. Conference tournaments are here. That means March Madness has begun. Drop your thoughts below. Hey, include some analysis if you have time. Let's learn and earn and win together here on WagerTalk TV. In all seriousness, the more thumbs up likes, the more comments below, the more free play videos I will do every day for the rest of the college hoop season, NBA, and of course baseball starts in a few weeks. So thumbs up, like, comment below, and I'll keep the free plays coming. Make sure you click subscribe and you click the bell here on WagerTalk TV so you never miss out when these free play videos are posted 7 days a week. College basketball top 25 goes up on Saturday. I try to give you some spotlight games here on Sunday and then weeknight games as well. Speaking of college hoops, seeing it really nicely here as we head into March, and this, of course, the most exciting time of the year to be a basketball client. You can get the rest of the college hoop season right now for just $1.99. It's a special offer this weekend at WagerTalk.com. No promo code needed. Go to my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get the rest of the college basketball season, the regular season, conference tournaments, and all of March Madness NCAA tournament through the championship for just $1.99. That works out to less than $5 a day for the rest of the college basketball season. Or if you want to take a true long-term investment approach, you should play every sport every day consistently. College hoops is here, but I'm also number one all-time in profit in the NBA at WagerTalk, hitting over 60% last year. I love this time of the year for the NBA as well. And let's not sleep on baseball. I won over 100 units in baseball last year. We doubled our bankroll by August. Let that sink in. 8 months into 2024, we had already doubled my bankroll for all sports clients. We're looking to do it again here in 2025. Use promo code SM365 for an instant $811 discount on a one-year all-sport, all-access membership. It gets it down to $1 a play. Once again, instant $811 discount with promo code SM365. That's for the one-year all-access pass. Hey, look, you don't have to memorize the basketball specials, college hoops, all sports. Just go to my page. They're listed there. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. You will also see a link for a free 7-day trial for OddsLogic.com, in which you get real-time odds, injury updates, which are so critical for basketball, and real-time scores. I use it every day. I have it open on my screen right now, and it's also what the sports books use behind the counter. It's a professional-level product. If you would like to try it for free, oddslogic.com/SM. oddslogic.com/SM. You'll see that link on my page as well. And don't forget about the bonus free play. I'm very selective. 1 to 3 best bets on average. Exact same games that I'm using. I've done this since August of 96. I became a full-time professional sports bettor and handicapper 29 years ago. I've been doing it longer than that. If you would like to get the exact same plays I'm personally using each day, the same plays I've won with for the last 4 decades, then go to my page, WagerTalk.com, and if you sign up, you get the exact same games I'm using, whether it's a 1 day, a 1 month, or a 1 year. Every client gets the same plays that I'm using. And the last cut, the game that just misses just a bit outside, goes up as a free play for everybody as well. I know many of you are still building your bankroll, so I put that bonus opinion up free for you. So check out the free play. Check out the best bet recap at the bottom of the page. You can see what I use each and every day of the week, and you can click on it to read the analysis as well. It's a great way to learn while you earn and build that bankroll. And when you're ready to get on board, the rest of college hoops for $1.99 or the all-year all-access for $1 a play with promo code SM365. All those specials are on my page along with the daily free play. Check it out, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And hey, get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Don't forget, you can also follow me on social media at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.